And we're going to be focusing on best practices so you can hand over to a developer and they can build it easily. With that said, let's get into it. Let's go. Now, this is the final design done already. So, if you're watching this, you need to get the Figma community link in the description below so you can follow along and inspect as you like. F to come and click here, frame, and you come over here to desktop, choose desktop 1, and you change the title to travel agency. You can put this one up. You can look for a layout. We don't have any layout grid yet, so come over here, use this grid column 12 margin for the left and right hand side, and you can give it 128. So you might be wondering, how do I get 128? You can bring your calculator up. 128 divided by 8, that's 16. So basically, we're using an 8 points grid system and leaving 888, and we just do 16 times and we've got 28. Between here, so you can use 20 or you can use 16 or 24, depending on your style. Basically, I like to stick to 8 points or 4-point grid system. Right now, this is 8. And from there, having a look at this, we can just bring it beside us so we can study. We're not going to be copying what is on it. We're going to be replicating. So I just brought this one over here beside it so we can have a look at what we're designing. Yeah. So first, we start with the navbar. So for navbar, you can just come over here to frame again. That's what I normally do. I'll go to frame, desktop, bring the desktop over here again inside here. Control R to rename and call it navbar. You know what? Let me turn on my key cluster. Yeah. So yeah, so you can see what I type on over here, so you can like have an idea. Yeah, something I learned recently how to use it. So navbar, come over here, bring it up here, and you can give the navbar its own layout grid too. So remember we gave this big travel agency frame a layout grid. Come over here, layout grid. Now you can give the style. The style can be called what can we call it? Desktop. Desktop. See, and hope you can see the letter there so you can follow along and not get lost. So now that we've gotten the desktop style, we'll come over here again for the navbar and you give it desktop. You can see the darker red. So now let's get the logo. Oh, I didn't copy the logo, so we can come over here and let's get the logo, bring it out here, logo. And when we're designing the website, come over here, put the logo in there, and yeah, logo is like 35.41. You can give 35, you know. Let's go at 36. Let's go 36. 36. I like it when there's no decimal places on the design on the elements. Makes it easier when developing. Anyways, moving on. The logo is there. What else is there about the session blog contact? Now, before we get into all these things, let's set our text styles. And this is something that is very important. Many people forget to do it. Even I forget to do it until I've gone a bit like, oh shit, I've not done it. And I have to like do it again. So if you come over here, you'll see this. You know, there's this. Remember, there's a plugin called Type Skills. You can get the text you're going to use for a design. So come over here, see, and like type something out. H1. There, that's it. So H1 italic. No, just give it regular. Depending on what your H1 is, give it 16. Now get over to Type Skills again. Now, in fact, no matter the font you're using, no when you found now. So it doesn't matter what font you're using, it's going to appear on the text style. So that's why we're using Lato. Lato. This is the font we're going to be using for our design. Lato semi-bold. Come over to Type Skills. It will be Lato that will be there, not any font. So this is important if you want to make it easier for you to just copy and paste stuff. So now the base size is 16 and going upward. Yeah, this is helpful. In my design, I didn't follow this to the T, but if you are learning this stuff for the first time, it's best to just follow Type Skills, and there are different Type Skills over here. Major third. Generally, we're recommended to use major third, so let's leave it at that and generate. Now we have that. If you want to go crazy with it, you can just come over here, Type Skills, and start setting your type skills. And you start you can come over here and set your type. So you can call it heading 1, give this one, come over here, heading 2. Hope I spelled this right. When I'm typing fast, I don't spell well, so I made a mistake. So this one, heading 3. And this is important, so you don't have to worry about your types when you're designing, and you'll be way faster. 18 pixels. Anyways, that is it. This is not. Yeah. What else? What else? Yeah, we leave it at that. And yeah, when we now come over to our website now, we can just bring a text, open text here, and depending on what you write, home. Let's write home. Yeah, we'll just come over here and you choose what one to use. So right now I'm going to use paragraph text medium. Be small, no, medium. Yeah, I can see the colors there. In fact, we can even set our color styles too. So let's set these color styles now. As with our text styles, we set our color styles. This based on our design. This is the main color, like the main. There's even another color. I need to copy all the white colors here. Sorry. So if I come over here, yeah, you copy that. So now that's the text color. So this is set styles. Come here plus. Because this is like primary color, I guess. Primary color. Used almost everywhere. This one, I think, was this one? Yeah, this one probably ended up being used too. This is the text color. Text color, like the dark text color. This, if I just call it dark text color. Dark text color. What else? This is like the accent color. This bright accent color. This is also an accent color too. We don't use it often, only on some areas. So accent color 2. This is just white. So let's call this white. White. Have I done this? Yeah, and just let's call this one secondary color. Secondary color. When I was running this website, I was keeping Nigeria in mind because Nigeria is a green country, you know. So I was like, well, I want to add green, more greens, you know. Now if you come over here again, we can give it the color of primary color. Yeah, and that's the idea basically. It's way faster. So now if you come over here, we have about the session blog contact. Now remember that this are going to be buttons. So why you go right about? Okay, what else? In fact, before we write that, let's give it a Shift A. It's a button already, and if you want to know that, just come over here, give it a feel, and you can move this. But no, we're not going to do that. The point of giving the buttons is because we want to have each button have their own style. So when you're going into Webflow or designing on CSS and HTML, this style is already predefined. The person is going to redesign it. It's going to have an idea. Oh, this is what the person was thinking about. Yeah, it's something beginners don't think about, but with time you realize that this is important too. So you can rename it about. I can call it nav item. Anyways, don't think about my name. Right now, just learn the basics. Hopefully, I'm not being too dramatic with it. So destination, let me fast destination. Blog contacts. Blog contacts. Yeah, I like the font. It's really just looks feels playful and safe in a way. I don't want something too professional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So 8 padding for them. For some like nav menu. I don't know. I'm thinking in coding terms now. But yeah, this is there. Now we can bring this one and this one. Shift A. Center it here. Give it an auto. Funny thing is that sometimes you don't even end up using the navbar. So if you come over here, bring it down. This navbar, you can end up deleting it. I'll tell you why now. But there are 2 ways you can do this. With the navbar, let's copy this one time. With the navbar, you give it Shift A again. Now it has a padding of 860, 60, 128, 128. You can reduce it and make it like 36 or 44, 52. I want it to be like 48. Yeah. So 132 or 116. You know what? That's okay. Or 132. I don't know. It feels so small. What I use here? 40. 112. I use 40 again, but now it's different. No, I want to because the logo is different. Anyways, we're not usually copying the exact style, the exact measurements. We're going to copy like, the design style. Over here, you want to make another navbar without actually copying that one. You can just come here, rename it navbar. And since this is already an auto layout already, you just give it. Is it Shift A? What you just do is give the padding top and bottom. Let's call it 40, and this left and right is 128. So by the time you align, yeah, okay. So because it's auto, you just drag it like this. Yeah, and you can give it a layout grid too of desktop, and you can see we've achieved the same results different ways. One way, they have a frame. Second one, we created a frame with the auto layouts already. You know, anyone works. Right now, I like the second one more because how I used it in the other time, you know. So, but anyone works. There's no the predefined style regarding this stuff. So delete that. Come over here. Move on. There's a shadow. There's a stroke at the bottom. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can either give it a stroke or give it a divider. But right now, I'm going to just give it a stroke. Give it a dark text color. My mouse is moving. Dark text color, and we'll adjust the text as a bottom. And it's going to be here. So if you press Shift G, the padding will go away. I mean, the grids will go away, and you can see this. Yeah, this is my first time making a tutorial like this, so I'm talking too fast, I'm talking too slow, I'm not talking enough. I'm sorry. Please, if you're enjoying this or you have any feedback for me, please leave in the comments below so I can learn from that and improve. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, moving on, where will we? Yeah. Yeah, now, we're going to work on Hero section again. Remember how we created the first navbar Yeah, we'll come over here, frames, desktop, bring it over here. Yeah, rename. It's gonna be home. And you know, this might be confusing you over here. So what I'm gonna do is just come over here, Shift A, rename it, call it colors. So you can actually see your designs easily. Over here too. Let's bring this one over here. Let's carry over this. Let's bring it like this. And we'll call it, give it a frame too. Control Alt G, if I remember correctly. Here's a frame, and you can call the frame past designs. So yeah, we can now close the frame. If you come over here, just click Alt L. You see it's all closed already, so it's easier to go through. Yeah. So I come over here now. Travel agency. This is all I'm going to focus on. This one is a frame. Call this one text styles. No, leave that. It's okay like that. Now home. I rename the frames. It's not be confusing for you because I get confused when I see too much frames too. Yeah. Yeah. It's confirming something on the Figma design. Yeah. So if we come over here now, we have our hero section. Call it hero, not home. Hero section. And from the hero section, this is what we have. We have this one Nigeria here. We have an input here. We have this here. So we can just come over here and just type it out. So explore the beauty of Nigeria. How's that? Yeah. So you can change the text styles now to H1. Over here, what's wrong with this? Okay. It's confirming something. Now this is the thing I was talking about the other time. So if you can see that this way we see the styles as an issue. So we can correct that by coming over here, 7% and giving it 0%. I don't know why it's 7% really. This one too 100% works well. It's not so tight. So I just want to correct everything there. Come over here, correct it. I wish I didn't correct it then, so you can learn something new regarding correcting your styles. But yeah, 1%. Come over here to again 0. Why is it 0? What's going on? Or maybe it's come over here 0. Oh, I was giving the this thing 0 too. Okay, I've seen that. Come over here again. Don't allow the percentage, only the number 0 and this one 100%. Yeah, over here too again 0 and this one 100. So yeah, we've learned something new regarding textiles now. And yeah, one more thing is that this will be way more bolded, so bold. Yeah, and if you give it the color style, give it dark text color, and let's move on. Over here, it's a bit of Nigeria. Shit, okay, it's a bit of Nigeria. Come over here. Yeah, remember we've not given the layout grid, so layout grid desktop. Yeah, so to clip, it's important to can clip. If you don't let it clip, it just you're moving around the space. That's something. So we can remove this one in the background. We can remove it so it's not confuse us. And yeah, we'll focus on just this ones. So the beauty of Nigeria. Beauty of Nigeria. Yeah. This one's 120. This one is 100. But I don't know. Does it matter? It does matter. So let's let's change that to really. Let's change that. Yeah, that's one small minor change, and let's move on. Now we have explore. This one should be search cities or search destination. Okay, so now if we look at this, yeah, we've written the H1 text here, and we have this over here, search destinations, explore. So we can do that over here as well. Get the text and come over here, search destinations. And we can change it to paragraph text small or paragraph text medium. No, 16 is small. Yeah, can give it large. Yeah, what we use small really. So give this one like this, and yeah. With that said, we can always detach the color and reduce the color because in that one. But for now, let's give back the color. Let's do something. Shift A, that is in the input, is in the Shift A to edit an auto layout. You can rename it, call it an input. Also, you know what we're doing. Because the tutorial, I'm adding more slug obviously. Sorry, and get over here. Give this a padding of let's say 16, top of let's say 16 as well. And this one can be 24, 20, or 24 works well. Stroke there, that's the major part of the design. Come over here, you give a stroke of the primary color. Yeah, primary color. And you copy this, alt drag, give the background of let's see, primary color. The text in the background will be white, and you can type and call it explore. Now we can see this one here and we can drag it to make it bigger. The point of dragging it is because it's an input field. So it's not meant to be. Let's look at it. We can give it just this 3. Yeah, the distance between the two should be 24. Make it 16. Yeah, and over here, search destinations. Yeah, once I did before, my previous design was to give it um italics. So I still want to keep that. And yeah, the color. When I say the color is not bad right now, but let's give it this. And now if we do this together, Shift A, we've gotten our input field down there already. And if we that, bring this one down again. What's next? We have still deciding where to go. Let's put destinations. So in Figma, you can, yeah, we're back to our normal design style. We can give it paragraph text medium or small. Yeah. So you can still deciding where to go. Explore all destinations. Now this is like a secondary button. This one. So over here, I'm gonna give it 2 colors. One color is gonna be dark text color, and second one is gonna be explore destinations. Oh, I'm sure explore destinations. Okay, so explore destinations. All wasn't there. Yeah, and the point of this is because um if someone is going to websites, they don't know destinations yet, so they don't know what to search for. So they saw destinations, that's like a secondary button for them to use. And over here, Control I to make italics. And yeah, you can, that means you can combine 2 design styles together, different colors, different styles in Figma. In case you didn't know that before, that is there. What else? What else? What else? Yeah. Now look at this. There's just gonna be auto layout, yes. So 32, 32, and if you come over here, what's the distance? 47, 47. So you can come over here, highlight it, press shift to highlight the second one, and that shifts and click to highlight again. Shift A to combine all them together and give it 32. Yeah, 32, that is that. And yeah, what else? This has something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So you can come over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's actually not bad, we're very close to each other. Anyways, now let's focus on this one now. How can we make this? Now imagine, where is it? Oh, I didn't copy that. Imagine. So let me show how I got the image. So we can just use a random image again, not necessarily having to use the same one. What is the, yeah, it's a frame, a rectangle. I didn't use a rectangle over here. And come over here to your plugins, you type in on Splash. Yep, there you can save it. In case you don't have it saved, you can save it. And it's loading. Oh, we're 30 minutes in already. Sheesh. Okay, now you can just type in I don't know what I type in that day. I can't remember what I type in, but I can call it grassland. Because I remember when I was typing, I was looking for something that has to do with Africa, Nigeria, small. Yeah, so but grassland makes some more sense now. Yeah, just look at images. What image is fine and use? Normally, when you're working on a real website, they tend to give you photos to use, but this is just a concept work, so you can look for the best images that will grab attention of people and get you social media likes, I guess. Really, I don't know. I don't know what I'm just creating. I don't know what I'm looking for. So you can just pick this, like this fine. Yeah. So now, how do we get that curve? We can cancel on splash here. How do we get that curve that we have over here? This curve. So you come over here, you go to your top right, and you give it a. And now you can see we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you over it, you see it's top left corner radius, top right corner radius, bottom left, bottom right. Now we're going to do the bottom left, I guess. Yeah, bottom left. I can just give it bottom left 32. It is there. But that's 32 I use because this one looks very big. So I may say I use 116. Wow, that's big. We're not going to use that same one again. Let's use something that is in the 8-point grid system. So if you keep increasing 32, 40, 56, 64, 80, 98, 96, 104, 112. I think 96 works. Yeah, 104 works. Yeah, that works. So now if you press Shift G, cancel the grid. But it's coming together slowly. What is missing? So if we come over here, we bring this hero content over here. Yeah. One thing to keep in mind is the spacing between everything. Right now, based on the style we're doing it, it's not going to be easy to give it an auto layout. If you give it an auto layout, you can see it's not in the middle, bring it in the middle, fixed. You can do it hog. You can give it, but because right now, if I'm trying to, I told you, as I said earlier, we're going to try to build it as if we're building a real design project. So for 40, for desktop, the top and bottom partition must be 80. Now, yeah. With that said, and the side should be 128, like always, like the rest. And if we yeah, so if you give it Shift G again to bring out the grid, we can still make mistakes. But right now, because I don't want this image, so follow the grid system. what I'm going to do is I want it to be hooked on the left and on the right hand side and the top. So I'm going to do is just going to be reduce only this side here, and for the top, what we're going to do is also make it like this. So with that said, you can see this now. So if you're doing it in, if you are a developer and you're building it, you're gonna have to look like, okay, what's going on here, and you can break it down into divs and build it. Hopefully, I am making. Hopefully, what I'm saying is making sense to you. Anyways, you move on. There's still more to do over here. So, 541, 551. Well, we're pretty close. It's over. So we can reduce this one over here to like this, like so, and yeah, most times. Yeah, because right now, just copy the design. I'm not. I'm trying to treat it as if I've not designed it before. And basically, when you're designing, you don't actually keep all these things in mind. So, anyways, we're copying design, and if you look at it, where they did go right here, it's not like this one, 710. Come here, 720. So come over here, 708. So I guess I'm pretty close. 708 and 710. It's close. So moving on. What else? We can give this a frame selection. Yeah, convert it to frame, and we can give the text. Right now, if it's a frame, you can enter the frame. Yeah, and you can remember this was a rectangle before we gave it this. So the rectangle we can give it a layer fill, like multiple. You can keep giving multiple stuff here. So just letting you know that. So we're gonna give it one, and give it a gradient. The gradients we're gonna switch it up to this, this, this. Yeah, we'll still use the opacity to make it something still visible for the normal eye to see. And why we get a frame is because we're going to add a text to it. So if we do the text here, it's still within the frame. So basically, it's like an absolute content for anyone that's a developer here. Or reduce the size to padding paragraph text small. I'm give it you can carry game reserve. So that is done. Let's see. 28. That was too big. I don't know why it's 28 there. But actually look fine now. 28. But we can give the bigger one of paragraph text slash 20. This is 20. Yeah. This is 20. Next one is this. Where is it located? It's located in Bauchi, I guess. So Bauchi State. Yeah. Come over here. You can even give it an H1 actually. Yeah, I can give it like. And this one is the small one, Bauchi State. So if you come give them together, that is it there. And this one has the H5. Let's make it a bit bolder so it stands out from the smaller text. Yeah. And yeah, you know what? It's a bit. Yeah, we can give him more. Because the text has to be visible. That's very important. Moving on, what else do we need? We need this. So let's recreate it from scratch. Let me show how I recreated it. I designed that. We come over here to this here arrow. This we give it 30. Yeah, one sec. Yeah, you give it a flatten or outline stroke. Yeah, outline stroke. Then enter, and you can curve the areas. You can say that just curved it, and this thing came out here. So that's the point. That's what I need to bring out. You can give it like arrow, and yeah, that's the messy part when you start cropping it too much. Anyways, if you bring it back here, and you give it a shift A, and the shift A is a circle, so you have 26, 30. So if you reduce the height 1, 2, 3, yeah, and if you give it a round radius of 100, it's my first circle. And if you now press shift X, it turns it from a fill to a stroke. So yeah, that's some new tricks you learn along the way now. I hope you're enjoying this. Come over here. And from there, what do we do? Bring it down here. Yeah, give the color something we can easily see. So selection of colors, give it primary color, yeah. And that is so for anyone wondering, yeah. Give it arrow right. Yeah, Ctrl D. What is it? Ctrl D, yeah. And the second one, it goes on arrow left, so left. This is just important because yeah, if you're a beginner, it will add to like catch up on all these things. So it's just good to name your layers. If you're in the game for a while now, some people don't name their layers now. It's like a joke in the community. Oh, I made this, I don't name my layers. Anyways, moving on. You can bring this down, and yeah, I don't know why this did like that. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so let's call this image. So now where is my control V? If I bring this here and we have this here, is the image. Flip horizontal, so it goes the other direction. Yeah, it's not auto, give it 41 and bring it together 24. What else does it need? Org. It needs this dot stuff here. It's called a carousel in most places. So like a carousel, you can give it circle, sorry, O for circle and it's and just copy. You can use this to get a color. This color works well. Yeah. Copy more, copy more. And just pick one of them. You can pick this one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6. You can pick one of them and give it the main color. So you can give it the main color of primary text. Color. Yeah, was it primary text I use? Or primary color. Anyways. Yeah, shift A. You can give them a spacing of 2, 4, 4 works well. Yeah. And this one with that one again, shift A. And that's the center. Give it 12 spacing because it's 4-point grid. If you want to put 8-point grid, you can give it 16 spacing. Yeah, that looks better too. Now, this is where the issue comes because we want to bring this from here. So you copy it, Control C, and you bring it to this image here and Control V. And from the image, you want to bring it towards the left hand side. Why is it not working? Sorry. In the image, you want to bring it towards the left hand side there. Yeah. Oh, it's worked already. See? And you can cancel the other one out there. And that is it, basically. Pretty easy, right? Not really, but and this can be confusing, really, it's gonna be confusing. Why you bring it down? This 136. So there's this thing I do, you can give it 120 generally. Shit, I mean 120. The major thing about padding spacing for desktop is that depends on the style you're going for. Recently I was using 80 a lot on a recent project I did. But if you are mobile, so you can also use things like this 42, let's give it 40. 120. It's big depending on what you're trying to portray, you know. Right now I think it's better there's more space over here than the rest. So if you bring down, we're looking at future destinations. 50. Yeah. On this one, this is interesting because of the way it flows with this. So I'm going to teach you how to use gradients to make it flow. And this also works for someone that's developing it in VS Code or Webflow. Yeah, give it developers in mind. Because I'm part of developer now. Anyways, bring it down here. Give it, call it featured. Yeah, select content. Now when it's featured, this is what we'll do. The mistake I made in this one was that if you look at it here, this frame, this is an image, yeah. Like there's an image in the background. So I don't want that. This is the image here. Instead, I want this image to be part of the frame. Does that make sense? So it might not make sense now. What I'm gonna do, I'll copy this, copy as a PNG and bring it here. Because developers can do this too. If you're using a div, you can go to the CSS and add it to the style, to the main image, not just the background, like with the do. So you can come over here, image, Control V. Control V, what's going on? What's going on? It's not working. So I have to get this image out there and put it in. So let's call it texture. I want to show you something about the image. That's the reason why I'm using it. It's a texture that you can use in your design. So if I bring it, give it to export texture. Let's export your downloads. Come over here. Open your image, choose image, texture is over here. Open. Yeah, that's it. Now, with that said, compared to what I did there, that's a mistake. It's not really a mistake, just a learning opportunity for you to learn as I'm learning too. So if you come over here and press plus, give it full whatever you're doing. I now come over here and choose this color, So I want to show you the color I'm choosing, so you can know this one here. Now, if you now come over there, from there you can now. I think I just color bond the other day. Color. Is it color dodge? Oh, it's I can't remember what I did. Let's check it. Color. Pasture. Really, where is it? The body. Oh, the body is the background. So, and this one's where what's pasture. Color bond. Yeah, the image was color bond, not the color. But the image was color bond, not the color. Okay. Yeah. So it brings up here. This one down here. See, this is also debug in Figma, guys. This is how to debug. Anyways, take it back to normal, yes. And this image here, you have the power to change it to color. You can see how it's changing now. Color bond, yeah, color bond. Yeah. Oh, it's a color bond. Yeah, color bond. Yeah. So you can see the color is even different. But if you reduce the opacity, you also see some textures that you can steal in your designs. And that's the point. I want you to be able to use textures in your designs. And this is possible in CSS. So hopefully I have a thing that I'm building this website just to practice. So in Webflow or CSS. Maybe I'll show you how I'm doing that. So but right now this was a Figma. If you like to see me building CSS and coding stuff, let me know. Yeah, 20 is okay. Now give them that one again. Plus this time around you're gonna give it white, and you're gonna give it a linear gradient. You bring this one up here, give it 100%. You can see it's already fading already. And then if you come over and tap it again, you see how it's fading. This here is the line this frame stops at. But because you're going to give it, if you look at this, if you can see it's normal. But because I'm giving it a spacing to let the white go over it and fade away, and yeah, that's how it works. So this can be done in Webflow too. I know because I've tried it once. Yeah, give them that plus again for the other parts. Give it 100%. Give it this, and instead of there, bring it over here. Bring it over here. Over here. Yeah, and that's okay. Most time we can't measure how much gradient we're going to give it, so it's about eyeballing it, you know. But that's something that you can see how it fades. It fades like a fade, you know. Now moving on, what next? We have this. This is interesting because it's a card. And I remember making a card tutorial one time on my Instagram account. But yeah, let's move on. Yeah, why am I copying it? We need the image. Where's the image? We need the image that's inside here. But instead of using that image, we're gonna just go on Google and just copy image from YouTube or from Unsplash. Right now, let's look at this. We have this crossover Obodo 100,000. Yes. So if we come over here, we can just do it something rough. Shit, sorry. Let's first measure the size. So this is width of 344. Sorry, 344201. So we can come here, frame 344 and 201. 344 201. Yeah. And come over here, let's give it bottom card. And if you give it a text, what text? Yeah, text. I'm trying to think right now. Actually, I can just copy it, but I want to show you what I'm doing. Cross river. And from Cross River, what's the text that we're going to work on with today? We're going to work on with small text, yeah. Let's confirm. 20, yeah, 20. And if we need the location icon that is here, come over here to iconify. You can type iconify, save it so you can always get back to it. And you come over here and say location. And just pick anyone. Right now, just pick the first one on the list. It's there. You can see it. What color are they using? So Shift A. I just did Shift A, make it 16 or 8. Let's use 8 and give it this type of padding and give it in center and move it to the side. So Shift A is basically auto layout. If you don't know about auto layout, I made a tutorial on auto layout, going through that into how to make it responsive and so much more. Check the video. I'll put the card up somewhere. But basically, auto layout is like Shift A, you tweak it and stuff. Like Flexbox in CSS. That's how it works. Flexbox. So if you know anything about CSS, that'll be easy for you to understand. Accent color. No, that accent is too strong. Secondary color. Yep, secondary. And Ubudu. So bring this one out again. Give the new text height N5 and call it Ubudu. Ubudu Resort. Yeah. Anyways, continue. We need the size of what the color is. What dark text color. Nice. Now we need 100,000 naira. 100,000 naira. If you're on Windows and you want to bring out the naira key, you press your Windows and dots, Windows and full stop. Yeah. But if you're on MacBook, you come over here to edit symbols, and you can look for naira. Yeah, add naira there. Yeah. You can also press Control Command Spacebar, but that doesn't work if you're using a smart keyboard. So just save yourself time. That works. And from here to 31. Anyways, let's move on. I don't know. I feel this is big. This is 25. What's the size of a 25? So that the money was bigger. If I use this 400,000, okay? Yeah, it's very wrong hierarchy, honestly. But let's move on. Oh my god, Absalam. So if you can press view more. Now because this should be a smaller text, and this more should be small letter. I don't know why it's capital letter in previous design. Funnily, it's because I'm redesigning it again. I'm teaching how I'm doing it, and I want to make sure I'm teaching the best practices. So I'm like, see my mistakes. But normally I would have just bypassed that when I'm developing it. I'm like, oh shit, I did this. So yeah, use small text because this is thin, and you give an arrow. Where's our arrow? So we can come over here and get our arrow from here. Copy it. If you're developing it, you also like export every single arrow, you know, because unless it's SVG, there you can change the color easily. But that doesn't matter. You don't need to know about that. So Shift A. We're in the design class right now. And we'll give the color the same thing. Yeah, so with that said, what else are we missing? View more arrow. We can make the arrow smaller, truly. Yeah, let's give it here and 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, I don't even anymore again. Let's do the way it is for real. And now this is what we use auto layout again. Come here and here, auto layout shift A. You give it of instead of give it 16. Yeah, and this one auto layout again. Instead of 39, you can give it 32. You know 32, you can give it 24 because it's bigger, and give it to the left here. And this one can join in on the auto layout parade 32. Because this is the smallest, it's like a city here, so it's the last thing people will see. Yeah, really. Yeah, okay, but sorry, why is this so short? I was wondering. Because yeah, about the mountain resorts. Mountain. Mountain resort, what else? What else? What else? What else? That is it. Now we need an image. We need an image. So we can come over here. We can look at the images here, 303 and 344. So 303, 344. Come over here to the frame. We can use a frame. We can use a frame actually. So frame this here. Bring it down. 303. Yeah. And we come over here to frame unsplash. Oh my god. Where's my bank out? So resorts. Yeah, let's just pick one. We don't have time anymore again. So pick this one. Oh, wasting precious time. Not really wasting, but like spending time on this image. So now if you come over image and this together, image and bottom card, shift A, make sure it's 0, because if it's not 0, it's just leave it, it's separate, so make sure it's 0, combined. Give it clip contents and then give them a padding, a border radius of, let's say 20 or 16. 16 works well. 16 works well. Now bring it over here and give the frame rename it, give it card 1. Sorry, card 1. So with that said, we've done that already. You can bring this, copy it here and give it featured destinations, like a featured list, But now we're going to give it heading 2, not heading 1, and give it, give it, well, let's move this, give it this, so straighten up again. It's called auto bits. Over here, what else? Give it center line, yeah, and this one, I'm going to give it a shadow, because it's somehow too close to this, there's no contrast. So a light shadow, depending on how you use shadow, shadow is also show that there's an elevated surface. Moment. Okay. Wow, we've used an hour already, almost an hour. So, shadow is an elevated surface. So this is what we're gonna do. Come over here. Shadow of this, shadow of 4. Let's give it 6, 6. And reduce the blur. We do increase the blur. I mean, so like make it 32, and give this one 10%. The smaller the better. Just like give it a bit of. It's still more obvious, I think. Yeah, reduce it more. Yeah. Most times, shadow is not recommended in some designs. They recommend you use like a stroke, or because it's an image here and the stroke will make sense. I mean, if I show you now with a stroke, this is how it's like. If I reduce the opacity of the stroke, and I give this one an outer stroke, I use opacity. I don't know. There's a way it makes me feel. I don't know. I didn't try it when I was designing it. I'm testing the shadow intentionally, but yeah, it's not so bad really. Anyways, we can leave it that way, or we can move it. Either one, something I want to check out when you check the Figma community file. So you can bring this one over here again. You know what? We'll never change anything. The cards are the same thing. We'll just come over here, give them shift. Come over here, hold this, hold this, hold this. So shift A. So you can rename it cards and distance now. Remember, we have to do that. If you want to do this well, shift A. You see? And remember, what do we use here? We use 120. We can use 120 here too. We use 120. How would that look? 120. Oh, that's 1200. Oh my god. 120. Yeah, you can see it. It's not bad. It's fine. And this is a good thing. On my own here, you see, it's not it's a frame, not a total layout. And the things the more you increase it, it gets a point that it doesn't match again. So, yeah, these are some mistakes I've made before. I don't want to make the mistakes again. So just keep those things in mind. 120, the distance between it is 128. Remember 128. So you add the 8 there and bring the tab. Remember, it's also if it's coming out of here, I don't like that. Remember, you have set it to fixed container. So if you come back here to fixed and give it 144, not 154, 1440. Yeah. So now that's a set. This one is in org. So give it to fill. Oh my god, what am I doing? So we will not give it to fill. We'll give it that org, but we'll give it also. So the spacing is automated already. Not that you see 121, 121. It's not meant to be 121, it's meant to be 128. So there's something wrong. Yeah, it's overflowing. If you look at it, it's overflowing here. So how do you fix that? 128 is fixed. This is fill. You can see it already combined now. We check again now. 128, 128, 93, 120. From here, 120. Now, when that is 93, from here and here, we can correct that with the distance. It's not supposed to be like around 48, it's not 93. 93 is much. If I check here, what I use here, 56, okay? Okay, so, yeah. Just remember, keep it in the 8s. In the 8s, 8-point grid system. 8, 16, 32, 24. I don't know, my 20 is failing me right now. So now we can come back here and bring it again. Before we remove this, I want to try something else. How will it look if it's 24? Is it finer if it is curved? Because for some reason, I just like the way it's looking so sleek with the way it's. I like the way it's box. Someone gave me feedback, and the person gave me feedback with senior designer on Twitter. I was like, okay, I thought I'll correct it, but man, it's looking so fine. I like the way it looks like with the. I have a reason for using this. I just like the way it's like, and sometimes design just looks good the way you want it, you know. So discover more destinations. Yeah, so I think I just copied it. Discover. Okay, so now that I've done that, what next? What next? What next? Hero section, feature section done. What else? We're going to do this. Now, something new to learn again now. This is the service section. How would you like to explore solution, group, and so much more. Now we can, what can we do? Like I said earlier, every time we take a new frame, oh my god, that's going through Shift G. We're not going on Shift G. Where's the layer grid? Desktop. Yeah, so a new frame. Come over to F, come over to here, desktop, come over to here. I'm looking to rename it to what? Services. Why do you like this? Because when you're building a webflow or you're, I don't know if you're designing a website, do you do like this too? Yeah, there's a div, every section. So if you take the section, it's easier for you to build. It's like a skill to have, I guess. Because when I was learning the first time, when I was learning Figma like 3 years ago, most of these things were just like, the guy just drag and drop is like, okay, you do this, you group it. Grouping, but you don't group things, you use auto layout, that way you can. Honestly, everybody has their own of doing things, let me tell you that. Moving on, let's go on. How will you guys explore? So we can add our auto layout grid here again. How would you like to explore? Remember, this is the same, so we can just bring this one down from here. We'll soon give it a auto layout soon, but for now, let's break it down to a box. All this one box, all this one box. Then this here is another box here, but the box spans all the way here, but we choose to leave it and stop at here. So we have like 3 boxes. What will work most here is like a grid layout in when you're coding it, but just for the sake of this, let me copy it. Let's bring this here. I'll let explore. What else? Root shape, solutions, retreat. So come over here. Let's design down ourselves. So you can see how I'll do that. Give it a padding. I think what size of stakes I use here? 31. I use 31. So 31 is what? 31 is 84. So group trips. You can give it Shift A. Don't forget give Shift A. Give Shift A and give it this. When I give it Shift A, it's because of this. On hover, this happens. I mean on click, it turns to this. Normal deactivated. So like it's like a label in a way. So if you can give Shift A and you give it system padding and stroke on the left hand side. Shit, sorry. And you give it 2. So now over here, primary color. Is it primary color I used? I think I used accent color, okay, secondary color. So secondary, and that color so that's secondary. That's it's just group change we're doing now. We can copy everything. What else? Solo trips retreat. So solo trips. And over here, we can just move the padding. Let's come over here and yeah, we can do the dark color. I use a color that's not here, so we can deactivate the color right now and just do the lighter color. I mean, let's see. Honestly, I don't reduce opacity. Reduce opacity is a bad method of making it lighter because if you're coding it, you not do that. You can't even do that. Take yourself, say you do that. So yeah, I'm going to reduce the padding. So yeah. So on click, it turns to this. Normally it's like this. Wow, very faint. Very faint. We can increase the darkness or something. Yeah, that works. So now, leaving at that, we can give it all them out. Shift A, auto layouts, give it 16. And yeah, give it something now. And copy it 25. This one is 31, but bring it here. So 34, but we'll give it paragraph large. This paragraph is really small, but yeah, compared to the one I use, I've learned that sometimes you don't just use paragraph anyhow. Don't use big text for this sake or using big text. Right now, so we can reduce this. And we can reduce the text of all of this too. Text can be heading 5, and that works better. Yeah, I forgot to give it text because I was noticing it was very small. So 120, better. Now that we've done this, we have our text here. We now have a call to action over here. So we can steal this one from here, bring it here, and we'll call it, what do we call it over here? Plan a retreat. So come over here, call it plan a retreat. Easy. And if we bring this over here, we need the arrow. So copy it. Shit. If you double click again, yeah, copy it. Yeah, what happened there was that I copied it and like this it's in max form. So if you double click it, it goes in from max form. I can edit it easily. So we're gonna give it a color of white and a background button color of yep. This one is what color? I don't even know what color that is. No, I wonder why this could be. This is something. Can this be like this? What? Or could this be like that? I don't know, honestly. Let's not play too much. This color is not part of our list, so the different color I put up on the fly, but it fits it. Yeah, 24. Yeah, that works. And now if we bring this two together, yeah, you see? Wow, really, they're so close. Proud of that. So 24, done. What else are we doing? We've done that. Now we have this one left. We have this here. I just any image I better from my other design. And yeah. But if you want to check out what was before, this was like this. See, like this. So you can just like drag all the points and bring it all the way up here. What I use then maybe like 152. That works well. So one thing that's even funny again is that this auto layouts can be wrong in this scenario. So let's remove auto layouts, remove it. Even from the frame too. Let's remove it. The frame is here, delete it. You know why I did this? Let me explain something to you. Based on design style I did just now, this plan a retreat is for this. This image is about retreat. If you click on this solo trips here, just be someone standing alone on the beach or something, a solo trip, So the idea is that on every click, this image changes. That's like the design idea. And if you're doing that, this two should be together and this one should be on its own. So if you're developing that, I'm wondering, like, I wonder how I'll solve that problem from developing it. But something to keep in mind. So you can press Shift G to know what your stakes are. Bring this one over here. In fact, let's give it a layout now. Give it back its. Yep. Auto layout. Mess everything up. You can bring everything down. Shift A. And this one, Shift A. So this one, like this. This one, like this. Now this is messy, I know, I'm so sorry. But what I did was that I gave this to on the left, on the right auto layout. And we're gonna reduce the auto layout something smaller, let's say 24. And this two, yeah, so auto layout, we're gonna reduce it something smaller, let's say 16. And now the auto layout here, everything on the left hand side. I want it to be on the right and the middle. So our problem now is that if it's at the middle, let's give it org first. And org. Sorry, not org. Let's give it. So we're gonna give it a fixed here because one thing is to be static. And I head out. Remember, we want this thing to. So what we can do now that makes more sense is that we'll give some auto layout that doesn't follow this one auto layout. My God, I hope this doesn't confuse you, but just replay it if you're confused again, please. Let's call this one 128. That's big, yeah. And let's bring this one out. This is not supposed to be. We want this one to be at the edge here. Okay, so stay with them. So 128 to 128. Yeah. Now this one now is like another section on this one, but there's supposed to be the same section, but the section on this one, and we give it this. Where's the layout grid? Desktop, and we now give it top and bottom padding of 24 because if it's the idea is that this is supposed to be from here to here 54, So imagine this is 54. This is only 120. You know we used 130 before, so this is 120. Oh, why is not 120? Or 120? So if this is 120, we can say that this one will be 0. In fact, only top can be 120 here. Like I said, what we're doing right now is we're cheating. What we want to do is that we want to combine this together like this. Not as an auto layout. So if you come like this, let's give this one a let's see, let's call this 148. Because you are coding, this is what you probably end up doing. You know, want to make it separate. I use a good layout depending on how proficient you are with coding. Or I'm not the best coder out there, so yeah. You see, and this one it's 24, 32, 140, 48. So now from here, 48, 48, and now this one I get bottom padding again now. Bottom padding of 120. If you combine this together, so it's A, and you call this services. No one needs to know that this is what happened. This is how you got to here. You understand? So that's a snake trick I just taught you now. And yeah, you can see this. It's the limited number of. Let's give it max width or something. Yeah, I think from our new, we can give the new desktop. Give it field container. This one is. Yeah. Anyways, that doesn't really matter right now. So moving on, we are going to move to this one now. I'm going to show you something. In my design challenge, I have this Figma this. Well, this design challenge, I challenge myself to do some things every week. So if I come back here, what's this? Okay, paste that. If I come over here and I paste it, okay, you can see it. Okay, let's confirm something because I hope you're seeing my keyboard strokes. I stopped talking for a while. Now, bringing the new one now again. This is going to be a smaller one. Let's call it frames. Now, in fact, if you don't want to go through the stress of always bringing a new frame, what you can do is just like come over here and you drag here 144 still. Yeah, I can rename it to newsletter or email Optin. From there, you give the new color. What's the background color? It's going to be the secondary color. The text is what? So the text is there. It's an H2 as always. Probably an H2 or H. Let's see. There's a nice and H3. Yeah. So what next? Give it shift A. Make it remember that this land is not for A alone. Pad as well. 128, 120, and over here. What next? What next? What next? We want to use this email and subscribe. So we can come and steal that from here because they're basically the same elements. You know, Optin. So you can paste that here, and we can just redesign them. Oh, they're not the same. Just realize I saw an issue now. These two are not the same. So this is 51 and this is 56. So you can always fix that by giving it more padding. It's 56. Why is it not the same? The issue might be with the text here. The text might be in odd number. So it's an odd number. That's an issue. So yeah, if you're developing it, this can also be an issue. But yeah, we're designing right now. Like just like 1 pixel issue, you know. So we can just like use field container and everything is just gonna be the same. Over here, so we'll do the same thing here. The reason why I'm so adamant on development because I developed since now, so I'm learning to code. So it's like, oh my god, that mistake a designer is making is the people that will pay for it because designer is a developer. No. But if you design stuff, keeping developer in mind, how developer build this thing, you'll be more. I feel like you'll be more empathetic when you're making some decisions regarding coding. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about what I was trying to do. Let's go back. I want this thing to be white. The background should be white. Primary color white. This one should be primary color. Was that what I did here? Probably what I did, you know. So this one can be field container, and I want it to be for really this looks okay like this, you know. But for the sake of copying the design we made, let's do this. Because right now this is okay like this, but we can also do more and making it more structured in a way. So we can make this a bigger text. Agent 2 should work well. I'll make it come like this. Yeah. Yeah, it also works well. So shift G and here. Now how do I get this thing here? So it's almost time to go and pray. A moment. So where was I? I wasn't believing to pray myself. But this is what I got here. I got this from Free Pick. and there's an SVG, there's an SVG icon. So if you come over here and you just bring it here, your design, it's gonna affect the whole thing. But then you come over to absolute positioning and bring it down here. So you stretch it. You can stretch it, yeah, you can stretch it. I can't remember what I did the other day, but yeah, just to copy a design, you see, they stretch it here, and you copy the. And do you know why I use white now? This is something I want you to learn. I use white because if you are viewing on the, let's copy this here, and let's view it in the lesson I want you to see. If you are viewing through the, basically, if you are viewing like this, you see this white, and it just flows. So like normally, if you're animating it, this will just come by this flow, and it looks so beautiful. Right now, in design is not going to look beautiful because you're just designing it. You know, like it's fine already, but like it's not going to look animated with the whole Java CSS stuff done to it already. So that's just something letting you know. But yeah, whites. And moving on to the next one now. This absolute positioning. So it's actually not a part of the element. It's just, and I don't know I don't know how to teach you this. If you don't know how to code, just say that this thing, what I did here, that I press this thing over here, you see absolute position, and just make it. You can move it around without fixing anything there, and you can just make it there. You know, that's the idea. Hopefully, as I learn to code more, I'll make some coding tutorials for designers, so you can like be like a full stack designer or something. I'm still learning it really, and I should be more serious with it honestly. But don't worry, I'll learn. I'll teach you. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll enjoy learning from me. If you're enjoying this so far, please let me know. By the way, let me know. I don't know if I'm going to make an edited video of this or make it a long 1 hour something video teaching you how to do multiple things in Figma. So, image, let's go testimonial. Testimonial. Give it a padding of a grid layout, and look at this here now. How can we do this? We have the image here. How can we do this? First things first is like you can see the image. When I was making all these things, I made the image curve separately and this one curve separately. That's also one way to do it. Another way you can do it too is also combining the whole curves together. Well, let me show you. I'll show you how to do that second one. So you can study the two of them together when you're looking at the Figma community file. That's the idea why I'm doing multiple things. I'm just learning the process. So how can I catch up? Don't worry, never mind. Anyways, now bring this one over here too. Study the heights. What's the heights of this? 559, 562. 559, 562. So come over here, F. Yeah, yeah. Give it a background feel of dark text color. Text is what's white. We'll call it testimonials. Yeah, yeah. One more thing over here. There should be like a. Copy from here, and bring it all the way here. And you can give it color of white where it's lacking, and give it. Anyways, we'll fix them later. Right now, we have all these testimonials here. Testimonial is supposed to be an H3 at this point, so an H3, small over there, go here. This one should be like an H4, just like to give like a preview, like what's it this thing about. So like I found a reason to leave. And now I use a different font. I found a reason to leave. Looking back, I can even do this here. And use a different font. The font I wanted to use here, or I used here, was what pre era. It's like an handwriting font and makes it more homey, more welcoming, you know. And over here, there's gonna be paragraph. Let's use a big large paragraph text. And if you come here and just copy it. Yeah, suicide. It can't grace my screen of suicide. I don't know how to spell suicide. 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 SUICID. Oh, I learned something new today. Figma can't teach me how to spell anymore. I'm sad. SUICIDE. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. This is done here. Okay. What else? What's the size of this one? 31. This is 20. So this should not be as much. This should be more. Oh yeah, that's true. I just remember that. So Shift A, and this one. I'm having a feeling that I don't want to do the same mistake. I don't want to do the same thing I did over here. This is outside, so going to press this moves. But I was thinking, why not make everything inside here? Why must you stress yourself? Because if the device coding this thing, it's going to be more stressful in a way. Bringing this one out here when they should be together. So that's my idea right now. That's what I'm thinking about it. But you know, who knows? Honestly, there are no laws in this thing. I also makes more sense. Even to make it more making sense. You know, these two arrows can be here, one year, and this carousel stuff can be down here. Now that makes more sense for each testimonial slider. And then this testimonials will be all over here, up here. But you can also put everything all together. Remember, I saw something like this, exactly like this, in the Webflow template one time. So, in case I was wondering why, since I don't which way, you just have to, you learn and you iterate on different ideas and you go from there. So we can shift A, I give this one here, give this one. Why is it not? Okay, enter. Fill container. Okay. Okay. Woman is there, man, testimonial is there. Let's say man. So you can now give it, click the content. Now give it a read. Oh shit, my mouse is just shaking right now. So click the contents and give this one here. Give it 32. Yeah, that's might be too much. Click 24. Yeah, something like, if you notice, if I maybe your laptop isn't doing this. Sorry, I mean, yeah. If you press shift and move this thing, it's 264. Pressing shift, I'm just using arrow keys up and down. You can see 24. You can come over here, come back to preferences, come back to nudge amount, and yeah, small nudge 1, big nudge 8. So big nudge is when you press shift and the arrow option. Small nudge is just arrow option alone. So yeah, that's something new tip too. Anyways, moving on. Man, this video is gonna be a long video. Shift A. Now let's reduce the. This 128. Should be. Okay. So yeah, give that there. Reduce the size into 120. Yeah. And this white should be, what color do we use? Because over here this is black, or this is like dark on this. So yeah, it can be more or less more like, I like to use, I don't even know. We can use our normal color, our accent color stuff. Yeah, in fact, let's use our white as the accent color shades. We can use dark text, then white as the accent, and dark text as white. So this one highlights, you see. So rest of it's a programming against one time. Now, what were we doing again? Moving on. Let's design this. It's not gonna be hard anymore. Almost done. So, what else? Frame. Bring it out. I drew it in this one. So let's give it a. Okay, a moment. I'm coming. Okay, I think I'm back, guys. I'm back. We stopped at this point. This travel community. This is the footer. So we can call this footer. So let's see if we can finish in 60 minutes. How fast can we be? And I can give this one in shift A. Sorry, what happened just now? You can give this whole travel agency website from the top here. You click on it, top. So if you come here, click on it, top. This is shift A. What does that do? That includes this whole thing. Yeah. And the idea I want to tell you is that now, before we only having fixed, now we have fill. We can feed it. So all these things that we're fixing before, this wisdom can give it feel. And the point of the feed is that when we come over here, we can do this. It's just movable. That's the point. But no, I don't stress too much about that. Right now, just do. If it has org, I want it to be at org. Instead of org, I want it to be at fixed. Yeah. So it wants. You can still shake things, but all these things cannot shake it from the inside. Okay. And no, don't worry. If you are confused about auto layout, please watch my video on auto layout, where I made two videos about it. One was teaching how to do responsiveness with auto layout, and the other one was like basic auto layout and stuff. So if this confuses you, please watch that. If not, you'll be really confused. Anyways, moving on, we're designing for the footer. We have this Suji of the Suji. So we have a text here, text, email, Optin. Then we have line break, logo, stuff, and this one's and this. So now, how do we do that? Firstly, what's the color? The color is dark primary color, nice. And we have this thing over here too. So you can copy this. Sorry. What's going on? We can copy this. I want to copy this here, this group stuff. So we can call it pattern. So you can easily recognize pattern. Copy the pattern. You can bring it over here. Control V. Now it's no more a link doc stuff. So if I give, I won't. Okay, let's see. Let me show you. If I give the shift A auto layout, you can see it affects the whole thing. Like I can't move it in. I can't move it any way again because it's an auto layout. If I now give it an absolute position again, I can move it around. And the point is that now this one should act as if it's a connection between these two frames, these two sections. So as you're flowing, it just flows down again. Yeah, normally I would have loved to use the gradient I used in this part, but it just didn't fit here, So I just said no, then let's use something else. And you can leave it without it. Anyone works, Right now I'm just showing you what I did. So you can be creative and do your own thing too. Where were we? We want to add. So I was about adding Control E for Webflow, but I remember that Webflow doesn't use Control E. So we can just come over here, bring this Control P, Control C, and paste it over here. Yeah. Now you can give it center line. And what are we doing? Honestly, I don't need to think. We'll just copy from here. So this 49. So that's like H2 text. So you can come over here, give it H2 text. What is this? Get weekly tips. This is a paragraph text. I think a paragraph text. But it's supposed to be paragraph text, so we'll use paragraph text instead. Ctrl D, Ctrl V, paste, and this one change it to paragraph text large. But it looks so small, right? So probably that's the reason why I didn't use paragraph text. Yeah, but what we can do is that we use paragraph text, and for this one we can use heading 3. So they all look okay, and we can give this one, this 2, and this one Shift A. That's a layout. That's footer text, and we can give it 16 distance. Now we'll now add our this here. So come over here again, top here. Copy from here, you can copy from, but let's copy from this one where we'll just fix the other time. So yeah. In fact, let's just copy the frame. Ctrl C and Ctrl Command C, depending on what you're using. I can call it this input email. I'll just remember something. Yeah, this will be an email. So this will be like enter email, and this will be subscribe. And press Ctrl I. Sorry about that. What was I? So yeah, so like I'll just use, I think I'll just copy it again. Really, I'll just fix this one over here. So Ctrl C, come over here, sorry, and Ctrl paste replace. Now we can change the color to Shift X, give this one here, and you can give this secondary color. No, we'll give it white. Well, what am I doing again? Really, I'm confused. Yeah, we'll give it white. And from white, we'll give this one, the background is primary color, we'll give it secondary color. That we did here. And we'll remove the border. There's a border here, we'll remove the border. And we can remove the border and cancel that out. So that is that entire email. And you can now give this to another one again. So you can give this 8, you can give it 32. So that is that. Now that we've done that, let's see. 32, your email address. That's even fine. Your email address is what? Yeah. Email address. Actually, what did I use in the top one? So, email address. So, that's how you like. Ctrl C, come over here, and you paste replace. Funny thing is that over here now, the color of the text is different. Like something. Yeah, it's not too dark, it's not too. Something like this. Or like this. Yeah, that's okay. So, what I'll do over here, so again, I'll choose this. And use this. That's fine. Now moving on. Now this is over here. I did 2 things. I use one. I use a footer here, and then another footer here again with auto layout. But don't worry, I won't do the same thing I did that last time. I'm gonna show you how to make everything just in one setting. So like what I did here, like using one and another one here, was something I did here, where I use one here and I use one here. Yeah, it's not the best I say, but it's like if you want to get something done using thinking about auto layout in mind, so you can practice building auto layout skills. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. But for this one, here's what we can do. Let's bring it out. Let's see what are the limits, so you can easily. Okay. So now this is the logo. We can bring out the logo. Since we can't repeat the logo again. It's best to just copy it. Honestly, this is the logo. Bring it out here. So copy it, bring it here. Yeah. And yeah, that's eventually. Maybe this is the size here, 120. I mean, I'll give this one like 120. We'll change it later. For now, let's leave it at that. That's logo. About services and stuff. So all these ones we got it from all up here. So you can copy this, bring it down here. But since I use a different text, I use a. So I'm going to use the same text from I use from the header. Yeah, give it white. Yeah, and the logo Shift A. Give it this direction here. Give it center line and give it 120 spacing so it can be fill container. Yeah, which remember now we should give this 128 for the padding, padding left and right. Like we did for this one's 128, for this one's 128. We should do it for this one's 128. Going on, what else? What next? We realize that we have this line stuff here. There are 2 ways to do the line stuff. You can either get a line from here and like just draw it over here, and make multiple layouts to keep it in within the stuff. Like Shift A, give it a layout, give it maybe 48, and bring it closer. And this is one way to do it. Ctrl G, Ctrl Z. Now this way may not be the best way. There's also this way. What I want to do instead is this. I'll press the Shift A, right? Yeah. So you can call it footer nav. Yeah. So I can now give it a padding of 1, 2, 3, 4, 48. Let's give 48. And now give it border top, a stroke border at the top, and call it, what we call it? This. So like that's the color. Now we can Ctrl D again, and we can give this next one made it Figma. This is like the credit section. So I'll just copy it and paste to replace credit section. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and stuff. So we can even leave the link the same way, like Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. We're adding more than was there before. Anyways, that's okay. And we can remove this. We can delete this now. Now we have this. Now, how can we fix it? It's not looking so fine. So this is it. We can come over here and come over here. Shift A again. Call it again. Footer bottom, and give it a spacing of maybe 48. If we check what is the spacing between these two, I'm sure it's not that. But this is this 24, 48. Yeah, 48 is the difference between two of them. So this 48. But it's not necessarily 48. So it's also like this is 48. So reduce one to 24. 24 is the difference between each of them between their respective 24. So now if you do this 78. So yeah, we can now copy this again. Copy this. Ctrl D. In fact, let's just Ctrl D it. And we can bring it down here. Remember, it's an absolute, so you can drag it anyhow you want. But because I want it to be the same all the way down here, that's like using shifts and bring it down. And you cannot give it a turn it around, give it 0. Now, if you're doing it in Webflow or you're coding it, it's not be easy to rotate every single time. So you can also export it from here. That's one way to look at it. That I would do if I was the one, so I won't have to think about rotating. When Figma, you can really rotate stuff. And yeah, you can now reduce the color, and reduce color towards 16. And yeah, that's it. So it's just there. And that's actually very beautiful. I like it. It's fine. But now I can reduce this one to 96. 86. This one, I can bring it up back. Okay, so the padding and obviously I did there is going to be different, but the lessons here now. This is more friendly with HTML, building websites, like actually developing it and taking it live. This is more like a designer just doing everything. And the point I want to point out to you is that you can have the same designs, but if you want to turn it into code, you have to. This one will be easier. This will make you worry more because this is not in. It's not in HTML. It's not in auto layout. It's not in layout. Just start thinking how am I going to do it. Remember how I taught you this thing now? Look at this thing here. You can see how it's. You can see how it is. If you look at this one here, you see. So like there's so many things that if you know how to layout, learning CSS and how to code will be way easier. If you want to study how I did the mobile view, learn from it and look how I did it. And you can recreate it by yourself and tag me on Twitter if you would like me to check it out. I really appreciate that. Anyways.